What's up guys, KweezyG here, not bringing you a game of Modern Warfare 3. Been not playing that as much this week, or over the past few days. I kind of noticed some more problems that have risen for me, and so I decided to try something else. Been playing a bit of Resistance 3 and Uncharted 3, been playing some more of that, and also been going to my Wii to play some of my old favorite GameCube games and my favorite Wii games. And this game, I just popped it in the Wii, and it immediately resonated for me. This is one of my absolute favorite games of my childhood. I remember clocking in hours and hours of game time in this game when I was about 10 years old, always going over to my friend's house nearly every day, who lived only less than a block away from me. We live on the same street, so I usually almost always went to his house every day to play some games of Super Smash Bros. Melee and try to unlock some more characters. And this is bringing me to today's topic. Games that are from your childhood that you're really nostalgic about. And I'm going to name a couple of mine, and I would like for you guys in the comment section to comment about your guys' favorite games when you were a kid, games you guys loved playing as kids. So, as you can tell, based on this gameplay, probably my favorite game from my childhood was Super Smash Bros. Melee, or Luigi's Mansion. Both of those games, for me, were just the epitome of awesomeness. They were so ridiculously entertaining. Like, you could play this game for hours and hours and not get bored of it. The amount of customization for the time was just so great and so vast, and it was so customizable that you could really make it whatever you wanted to, within the constraints of the game. Of course, it's a fighting game, but you could really make it turn the items off, turn certain items off, change the frequency of item drops. In this game I put no items on, and it's against a level 8 Marth with my favorite character, Falco. And yeah, that's why this game was one of my favorites. Just so many options, so many stages, so many characters. And then Luigi's Mansion is one of my favorite games just because of I love ghosts, and it was just basically a Nintendo version of Ghostbusters, like the Ghostbusters game that I wanted. And I was a big fan of Ghostbusters as a kid, and it felt like a Ghostbusters game, and that's what I loved about it so much. And the graphics for Luigi's Mansion on the Wii, I have to say, probably some of the best graphics on the GameCube. Sorry, GameCube, not Wii. Some of the best graphics for the GameCube in that entire generation, and it was a launch title, so Nintendo really outdid themselves with the graphics on that. Every time I play it, I still wonder how they could have made such good graphics with such hardware constraints of the GameCube, because let's be honest, the GameCube was not the graphical powerhouse of the three consoles that were out then. Xbox, PS2, GameCube. GameCube was definitely the worst. Now, other games, the game that first got me into really playing video games was Star Fox 64. A lot of my friends and people I know bash that game because of how ridiculous it is and how cheesy it is, but in my opinion, that's just part of its charm. It's just, the characters are so lovable to me, and everything they say is just so hilarious and just brings back so many good memories that it's just, every time I pick up that game or see it, I immediately want to play it because it just generates so many memories for me. And it's just an absolute pleasure to play it again. So, besides those games, I've had lots of others. I constantly remember going to my friend's house to play also a game called Tube Slider, which is a sort of racing game which he bought for $10 at the local EB Games or GameStop if you live in America. And we also played a lot of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, which is a fighting game where you just basically destroy the city as Godzilla and one of his adversaries, or allies I should say, like King Ghidorah, which is one of his enemies, Mechagodzilla, Mothra, Angeros, people like that. And that was a lot of fun, so every time I play that game, it also brings back a ton of memories. So, my question, like I mentioned, is what were your guys' favorite games as a kid? What games bring back the most memories for you? As you can tell, mine are the Super Smash Bros. Series, obviously, Star Fox 64, but did you guys grow up in the NES era, the Super NES? Like, what games do you guys remember playing as a kid? Stuff like Mega Man, Castlevania, stuff like that? I'm really curious to know, and I would really like your guys' feedback and comments in the comments section below. So I thought it would be a pretty cool idea, since lots of people just put out straight Call of Duty videos and shooter videos, and I find I listen to them for the commentary but not for the gameplay, because I'm sort of sick of that stuff, just constantly watching people shoot things. So I thought it'd be a cool idea to do some of the Wii gameplay or GameCube gameplay, or maybe just a different type of genre of gameplay on the PS3, like fighting games or something, to go along with my commentary. And just let me know what you guys want to see. I'll probably post up some more Super Smash Bros. Melee, some Luigi's Mansion probably, some Resident Evil 4, which is another one of my favorite games, probably Castlevania, one of the Castlevanias, because there's like a bajillion of them. But I just want to post commentaries over games that I really enjoy playing. Because Call of Duty sometimes, let's be honest, everyone's gotten incredibly frustrated at Call of Duty sometimes. And I don't really find it that enjoyable to post gameplays of Call of Duty, because everyone is so obsessed about Call of Duty gameplay, like is it a YouTube worthy gameplay and stuff like that. And I don't feel like that should overshadow the commentary. So that's about it for me, and thank you guys very much for listening. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe if you liked it, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.